Good morning, it's Pastor Jay, and thanks for dropping by Sermon Slice this week. This past Sunday was November the 29th, 2009, and we began a 4-week series called Choosing Christmas, a series that we picked up from North Point Ministries, and it accompanies the message with a drama, and it helps people to really see the realities of the theme. And this theme of the message this week was called Big Fear, and the fact that all of us deal with fear and deal with the unexpected news that comes our way in different ways. But many times we do kind of have that negative feeling like something's wrong. I must have done something bad. Think of, for example, when you're in the class and your name gets called over the intercom and the principal says, please, Jay Guptill, I need you to come to the office. There's an immediate sense of, oh no, what's wrong? And all your classmates are going, ooh, something happened. It is so easy for us to default to that kind of way of thinking, that way of doing life. And when we think about God, when He wants to speak to us, the same can be true. That we think that, oh, I must have done something wrong. Because when we compare ourselves to God, we certainly don't match up to who God is, His holiness, His righteousness, His consistency. And when we look at our own lives, we realize we just missed the mark so much. Well, in the drama scene that you can kind of see the sets behind me, we learned about Janie, who is the operator of a salon business, and the fact that she is getting a letter from a lawyer. The lawyer was wanting to come and bring her news, and Janie was interpreting that negatively right from the get-go, that, okay, she knows it's her time to be evicted. But the lawyer was bringing a different kind of news, and it surprised everybody in the salon. And you know, when it comes to the message in Luke chapter 2, when God showed up, when the angel appeared to the shepherds, and the shepherds were terrified because of what took place. They were assuming, okay, this must be bad. This is something really negative going on. But the angel calmed them and said, hey, listen, I'm bringing you good news. This is good news of great joy. And he goes on to say that God is going to get glory and you're going to get peace. And it's for every single person that this message of the gospel has come. So when you and I embrace the true message of the Christmas story, of what God has done for us, we can replace the big fear that often wants to envelop us. We can replace that with the good news and the great joy that comes from God. And we can receive the peace. You know, it's for every single person, all of us, if we're willing to give God the credit and give God the glory, we will get the peace because that's the way it works. When we try to strive on our own, when we do our own things, we work really, really hard to try and please God and do what's right, then we don't get the peace. And God doesn't get the credit because it's all based on what we're doing. So for each of us this week, I pray that we'll all learn afresh and new what it means to replace the big fear that comes into our lives with the good news that Jesus loves us, that Jesus' love drives out the fear in our lives, and that we can find peace, but it comes through the person of Jesus Christ. Well, I pray that you'll have a great week. I pray that you will be able to find peace this week like you never have before, and that over this Christmas season, it will become that much more strong in your life, and that you'll be seeing God do great things through you and in you over these next 4 weeks. I pray that you'll stay tuned with us over the next 3 Sundays as we continue with this series, and I think you're going to enjoy it. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next week on Sermon Slice.